Welcome to Primo Recenter and inside a brand new 187RB in Apex's Nano series. This is a brand new 2026, and that means that we do have some additional features. So we do have 400 watts of solar now standard on the roof. This particular unit, we do carry a couple different ways. So we have optioned this one out with the Stargazer feature here, which I'll link a video below in for you to have a look at that, but basically allows a huge amount of fresh air, especially if you're off-grid. Very important. You've got a blackout shade, you've got a pull across bug screen as well. As we get into kind of fall season here, as the bugs go away, just wonderful to have this open, just allowing all that fresh air. And then in the 187 model, you've got the 4-speed max air fan just right next to that. So that's pulling out air as the front Stargazer allows that airflow in. So especially if you're looking to take some of those great waterfront, often non-powered sites that this unit can fit on, that feature certainly on a hot summer day will definitely appeal to you and just again allow you to be more comfortable. We'll start just as we come in the door here. We have a rechargeable Bluetooth speaker with a recharge dock here. You've also got additional USB charging here as well. We're going to have our awning switch just as we come in the door, so nice and easy to create some shade as soon as you get to the campsite. And then our main switch for that LED light that runs the full length of the awning. This is a great little couples coach that does have a big enough dinette that can seat certainly 4, so it does make a great little extra bed. So this easily pops down, could have another adult or grandchild with you and be very, very comfortable. Again, keeping the overall size shorter and allowing for SUV towability, which our customers absolutely love, and that's often who is towing with this particular unit. So around the bed, we're going to have both USB and 120 volt power on either side of the bed. We've got great hanging storage there as well, and then lots of room up top to keep, again, a lot of sweaters, things like that you're naturally going to want to have, especially if you're kind of going into the shoulder season, or certainly an early season camper, maybe early spring. When it's a bit cooler, you can leave a lot of those items here. A little update for 2026, we've got roller shades throughout, so nice job in keeping things nice and dark when you do want it to be dark. You've got a wonderful array of windows in a 187, and that's one of the things that draws people to this unit. There's certainly a lot of units this size on the market. They typically don't have as many windows, and they typically don't have as large windows. So especially on a darker day when you have to be inside for a period, definitely makes it feel more homey, definitely makes it feel larger than it is. Speaking of large, you've got a lot of storage underneath the bed here. We're going to have a pretty 50-50 split, so good pass-through storage from the outside, which we'll show you. And then we've got great storage underneath here for more bedding, pillows, etc. You're going to have great little boxes over the windows here as well, protect those roller shades. We do have an emerged exit window here as well, so if there's any issue you can't get out the door, you always have another way out, just to be safe. I love the fact that you've got matching windows kind of at the dinette and the kitchen here, so you get great cross flow, and they're the same size window. So especially if you happen to be cooking inside and not outside, you've got those windows, you've got the big fan here as well, so that's going to help to pull all that cooking right out so it's not hanging around inside. We've got great storage in the kitchen, so a couple of years ago they added drawers in the kitchen, which customers had asked for, so they've continued with that. A little update on the microwave, which is now a convection as well, so you can do a bit more with the unit in the kitchen. You've got a 2-burner propane stove, still the same huge sink here, so great way to be able to hide the dishes, do them towards the end of the day, so hide your breakfast and lunch dishes and do them later, but give you full counter space, so lots of prep space. But your dinette's right here as well, looking onto your campsite, so that's another great area to just sit down and prep. And then again, lots of pots and pan storage. Our furnace is centrally located just below our microwave there, and then we've got AC just above that, so very quick, 10 minutes it's cool, or 10 minutes it's quite warm in the temperatures as they dip. Nice high-rise faucet here as well in the kitchen area, so nice and easy to fill those pots. And then LED lights throughout, so quite a bright day outside today. Certainly we don't need the lights on, but we always like to turn them on for you. And again, on a dark day, that's when you really tend to notice, again, that number of windows, but also the LED lights and kind of what they do with this nice light interior. It's nice and light and bright. I should mention, this unit comes in about 3,400 pounds. Again, you're going to be under 23 feet tip to tail, so it's under 19 feet for the body itself, so you can take those under 20-foot campsites in our provincial system, which a lot of times may offer waterfront sites. With that 400 watts of solar, it matches quite well with the large fridge we have going on here, so the large 12-volt fridge. We can help you certainly with some better battery choices, so going to 2 batteries, whether that be 2 6-volts or lithium, which are quite popular with our clients. Having that much solar and then having more storage for that power is a great addition, and just allows you to be really versatile and not necessarily taking sites that have power. You could take advantage of things like Harvest Host, which allow you to, again, use other people's property that isn't necessarily serviced. So it just opens up more campsites for you. Great storage under the dinette as well. We've got the 2 doors here at the front, but you're also going to have great access from the top. So easy to get to those things like extra paper towels and things like that we all naturally tend to bring with us. Our power converter here, which is also our fuse box and breaker box, located just below our pantry. It is lithium ready, so again, if you do want to go lithium right off the hop, it is ready for that. The pantry is really nice because it goes back 3 feet, and then you've got 3 separated sections, so certainly it could be food in some areas, perhaps cleaning supplies in another. Just very versatile. We're going to have our thermostat for our furnace just before we walk into the bathroom, so if at night you're up and you're cool, you can quickly flip that on, and at least as you sleep, it'll very quickly warm up for you. A lot of storage in the bathroom, so great spot to keep, again, a lot of that seasonal gear. You can keep some raincoats, maybe a winter coat back here, just the temperatures dip, so you always have that stuff kind of in the camper ready to go should you need it. Lots of room here, again, sitting down, so we can close the door comfortably. You'll have lots of room. They've already got some hooks for you, so lots of storage again there. And again, you're going to see it's going to go back about 3 feet here, both sides, so creates just a ton of storage here for you. So good for towels, bedding, again, extra clothing for different seasons. We've got further storage underneath our vanity. Great little storage in our medicine cabinet, so things like our first aid kit. We do have some power back here. We have the ignition for our now standard tankless water heater, and then we've got our monitor panel here so we can check how full tanks are, and we can also turn on our water pump if we're on the road and need to, again, use our own bathroom or would prefer. Nice easy entry into the shower base as well, so you don't have to step over anything. And then we've got the skylight up there, so if you're a bit taller, you're going to appreciate that. And you still have a fan in here as well to help get rid of the humidity. Windshield up front as well, nice and standard. So again, that rolls over from the previous 2 years. Again, very, very popular feature because it does make the inside here feel a lot larger, having that big window. And it's a great spot to just lean back at night, or if you've got a storm brewing, you can kind of watch it go by, read a book, and be in comfort. We do have a queen bed here, be an RV queen. There is enough length where if you are someone taller and you want a full queen, there certainly is the room. It is still full 60 inches wide here, so nothing to stop you from changing that out should you wish. We've got the great steady steps here, so they anchor to the ground, really helpful, especially if you have pets or young kids visiting. They're going to have the stability there because, again, it does anchor to the ground. And then we've got our lend-a-hand here, so again, we've got something to be able to grab onto, getting in and out, but we can make sure with these steps that on uneven terrain, it's going to give us a solid foothold. So we come up front here. With all our Nano series, we do add a front power jack. It is not an option from Apex, but with so many of our clients using SUVs, they appreciate it's there because if you're using a weight distribution, it just makes it faster and easier to be able to take it on and off your vehicle. Standard on all Apexes, you're going to have, or the Nano series, you're going to have 2 20-pound tanks. You're going to have lots of room for multiple batteries. You do have a battery cutoff switch, which is that red toggle you see there. So very handy when you go into storage with this level of solar. You can flick that to off. You know you've killed all the power, so there's nothing draining it, but those batteries are still going to remain charging off that 400 watts of solar up there. We do have built-in cooking that will go on the side. We'll show you where in a second. So you've got a great pre-seasoned suburban griddle with a cast iron top. Our charge controller is located here. Full pass-through here. Same size doors on either side. We've got magnetic latches. So again, nobody's going to take a door in the head, which people appreciate. And then you've got your awning running right past the door, and then right up to just past the cooking location. So again, even if it's a hot day like today, you're going to be able to cook out here in nice shade. You can open the door fully, which I appreciate and love. And again, you're going to get great airflow with that screen door. So you've got aluminum wheels here to help cut down on maintenance in the future. We do have an LP gas connection here for you. And then that's our rail to mount the little table that comes with the coach that you can then put the griddle onto. So you can choose to use it as a bit of a coffee table, but it can also be the spot that you cook. We do have a couple outlets here as well, just hidden here. For 2026, they have added the J-wrap here, so it just nicely finishes it as well. Again, gives a nice clean look, a little sharper, I think, than the previous season. As you come around to the backside, standard, we're going to have 4 jacks, all 4 corners, so oversized jacks, LED lights, nice and bright at night. Our standard spare tire here on the back. We are pre-wired for a backup camera. Again, this is the tankless water heater we mentioned inside, so easy access for winterizing, a little less to it as well. We do have our outside shower, hot and cold water, so great for rinsing off your feet when you come back from the beach, or if you've got kids with you. Again, you can quickly rinse them off outside. We've got water on site access here, so our connection for that point if you have it. Our black tank flush, which allows us, when you're hooked to sewer, flush water through that tank and clean off those sensors, so very helpful for maintenance. And then easy access to black and gray valves there. Should you have cable or satellite on site or bring it with you, that is the location to hook it into. 30 amp service is going to be the standard. That's going to allow you to use that AC. But should you not care about using the AC, 15 or 30 with an adapter certainly will work well. You can see the edge of one of the panels here, and you basically have on the other side the other panel in pretty much the same location. So they're kind of side by side. So again, well set up on the roof, taking advantage of all that space. We've got the outlet for our furnace on the backside, which is great. So if you did add some kind of bug enclosure at some point, you're not going to have carbon monoxide coming in there. You have a huge 50-gallon freshwater tank on all 187s, and so that is an easy access point to fill it. And then you've got the great big valve here to be able to quickly empty whatever's left and not have to wait an hour for it to drain, which we all appreciate once we get out on the road. You've got the drip rail extensions there. Keeps all that dirty water from kind of coming down the side of the trailer, so it keeps it looking cleaner and newer. Certainly for a lot of our SUV customers, especially couples, this is always a bestseller. They've only improved it for 2026. We'd welcome you down at Primo RV Center to come have a closer look at this brand new 187RB in the 2026 model in Coachman's Apex Nano series.